What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another one. It's day 124. We're at 124 days. I can't believe it. We at 124 days. Like, it's crazy. I never thought I could say this. I'm 124 days sober. It's crazy. I remember years before this day, I couldn't even be 2 days sober. Not even one day. I smoked my last blunt, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna start smoking today, my last day. Sometimes I used to trick people, like try to manipulate them, try to tell my friends and my homeboys or whatever that is my last day, just so that they could smoke with me. You know, when somebody be like, it's your last day, I be like, smoke one with me, man, it's my last day. They'll be like, okay, cool, I got you, it's your last day. Knowing it ain't my last day, I'm gonna be back with them the next day, smoking again. Anywhere I can get to smoke. It was so bad, like, I know I'll need gas in my car, but just cause it's the weed man and he need a ride across town and he be like, hey, I'ma smoke with you, I take that over gas money. Just it was crazy. Like, just it's like I at least had to get at least that one blunt in. I mean, high just for one blunt. And when I don't have it, days when I didn't have it, it's like I go crazy. I'm like, dang. And back then I didn't have a car. So, I mean, at one point in time I didn't have a car. I always had a car, but at one point in time, for like 6 months, I didn't have a car. So I either had to wait on my homeboy to come over and pick me up, and I know he gonna smoke with me, or just I tell myself that just whenever I get dropped off, when I get dropped off at home, I make sure I got enough weed at least for that next day, at least one blunt. One blunt, I'm straight for the day. But some days it's like, yeah, I have just a little bit to roll up, like a little half. Then in about like 3-4 hours, I'm fiending for some more. Then it's like, dang, now I can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I go smoke a black amount, just to smoke anything to just get that urge away, and I don't have to go through that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm clear-minded. Everything is clear. I can see everything clear. Like, I don't have to go through any of that no more. Like, trying to worry how I'm gonna get my next high or spending money. I actually been saving money. I have money saved now. Usually I couldn't save no money. It's impossible, because when you run out, you gotta go in your savings, because, and it's just, and I can't, and now I can tell people what to do, as far as, and try to help them, as far as not telling them what to do, but as far as in telling someone like, hey, I think you need to stop for a minute, or you need to do this and that, or you need to do this and that, because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying? People used to tell me straight out the back. Like, I had this one friend that they was doing another certain other kind of drug, and I always tell them, like, hey, I feel like you need to tone it down just a little bit. You know, I feel like you just need to tone it down just a little bit, or whatever. And they'll be like, well, I'm gonna stop when I get ready, and you can't tell me what to do, because you smoke, you do drugs. So I'm like, okay, you're right. But that's just that little trick that people do to other people. You can't tell nobody else to stop doing something or try to help somebody else, and you're doing the same, or you're doing, it wasn't even the same drug, but it's just doing a drug, period. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'ma tell you, so I say bet. I took that kind of harsh. Now that I've stopped, now that I don't do anything, I go back to this person like, hey, They're like, well, you still can't tell me what to do, and I'm gonna stop when I get ready. Oh, okay. But you're the same person who don't have no money in your pocket. You get $800 a month. You get $800 a month and don't have a dime that next week. Don't have no bills, not even a light, not even a rent bill, a phone bill. You just have a light bill, and you only contribute that $100. So you tell me out of $800 a month, and you only got $100 light bill, you don't have a dime that next week, it's a problem. That means you need to stop doing what you're doing ASAP. You're not investing in yourself with the money, with the $800 a month that you're getting. You're not buying nothing for yourself. All you're doing is just spending it on whatever you're spending it on. I'm not going to put it out there what they're spending it on, what they're spending it on. And then it's just, I'm trying to convince them, hey, stop. Just, come on, help yourself. Do this. They don't want to listen. So, if you don't want, I'm not going to help someone who want to, then they say, well, I didn't force you to stop. Well, you're right. You didn't have to force me to stop because I already had it in me. I already had it in myself to stop for me. I wanted better for myself. So somebody easily could have came in and said, hey, gave me suggestions, and I would have listened because that's already what I wanted to do. See, a person who don't want help is not going to want to hear the help. You understand me? A person who don't want help is not going to want to hear any other options for anybody else. A person who wants help wants to. I used to watch, before I completely stopped smoking, I used to watch videos exactly like the videos that I'm talking about now. I used to watch other people's journey and be like, dang, I want to do just like that. I want to get away from this drug. I want to get away from this weed. I want to be sober just like them. I want to do it just like them. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard. I kept relapsing, but I never gave up on myself. So for somebody to be like, hey, well, I didn't force you to, you're right, you didn't have to force me. A person who doesn't, you know what I'm saying? A person who wants to help themselves, you don't have to help them do nothing because they want to do it for themselves at this point. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this for myself, not for nobody else. I wanted to save. I wanted to see life for what it really was. You know, you got some people, they just can't go on with life without doing something. Everybody have their thing. It's drinking, smoking. And this one guy who I works with, what's up, you two? I'm back with the second set. Something happened to my phone on that video, and it was like complications, but I'm back. Like I was saying though, I wanted to do this for myself, you know, so I could save, have a clear mind. And somebody told me at work the other day, this came from a person who actually smokes. He said, bro, if you overcame the smoking, don't never go back. He was like, you've accomplished something that a lot can't accomplish. And he was like, even I can't accomplish it at this moment. But he said, you can see everything. You're clear-minded. You're fresh. He was like, keep it that way. And this came from a guy who actually smokes every day. So you would think too that like people who you hang around, they see you doing better, or somebody you love. It's kind of sad because you think somebody who you love or they love you, y'all both have a problem or whatever. You stop doing you and you're clean. You're thinking they're gonna see what you're doing and they're gonna be clean too, but that's not even the case. So it's like then that person is kind of holding you down. That person is kind of like bringing you down in a little bit because they're spending money, spending. Now y'all can't save no money. You stop doing what you're doing, but the other person haven't stopped. So you're still not really saving. They're not saving. So they're pinching off of you and this and that. Like, what do a person do in that situation? Somebody who's together, somebody you love, but you're elevating, but they're not elevating, and then you're talking to them about the situation and they're not even trying to even change or hear the situation. It's when I change, when I get ready. But you've been doing this now, same thing for like 4 or 5 years, and you're not trying, you're not slowing up. Like, there's no effort. So it's like, what do you do, YouTube? Like, I need your help. What am I supposed to do? Or what is a person supposed to do at that point? Leave it down in the comment what you supposed to do at that point. I appreciate all the love, support, YouTube. Everything. 124 days. We sober. We finally sober. Appreciate all the love, the support, comments. I'm gone. I'll holler at y'all next video.